Stavím pri druhom pokračovaní videí do série o Sherlockovi Holmesovi Crimes and Punishments. Minule sme to ukončili v byte a teraz som sa dopravil sem na policajnú stanicu, lebo idem vypočúvať toho mladenca, mladého muža, alebo do toho, čo to je, ktorého sme nachytali pri mŕtvole. Sa snažil dostať pravdepodobne k svojmu zápisníku. Alebo čo to tam mal. Takže poďme na to. Už nás tu čaká zaujímavo zavesená lampa. Čo tu máme? Nejaké putá, obušok, paráda. Čo ste ho prihonili k zemi? Nie, nebolo treba. Aké reťaze. No, niektorí sú nebezpeční, ale čo už. Takže kde začneme? No, čo aj s tým nožom treba? Radšej ideme rovno na toto. Začnem s nožom.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
Takže ešte doložka, možno sa tam stretol s tým námorníkom. S tým čiernym Petrom, dobre. No. Mozole má, tvrdo pracuje, no. Dokonca aj jazvy. Tohle nebolo nič zaujímavé. Záplata, no, nemá na nové šaty, takže si opravuje staré. Máme mu to aj vyrastol, to, to nosí asi dlho, no. Nemá na nové. Kedy si bol pri peniazoch, ale momentálne není, no. A už dlho asi není. No a čo mi to ešte chýba? Drahá látka, no. Oj, to sako má dávno.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
No, určite. Určite. Hľadalo, čo bolo v tej skrinke, ktorá tam chýba. Dovečítať boli tie papiere. Jasne, on by ho asi neprepichol, no. A to by nemal silu. Počkať, ešte sa chcem čo pozrieť. Ja sa s ním ešte pokecať.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Hodné denníky, kde mám najhodný denník? To je o ničom, to je nejaké oné skratky, dole čo to je. Musieť inde pozrieť tie rodné denníky. No, čo tu máme? Podľa mňa ťažko. Ja, na to sa postaví kustenia a budem házať. Dobre. Dobre. No vidím, ešte táto by som sa mal niečo dozvedieť, lebo je nejaká moc kľudná. Ideme. Nie je to inšpektor.
Locked.
Není. Zaujímavé, kde sú tie hodné denníky, ale to určite asi nebude. Bude asi možno, že uholné sa.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Som sa už pozrel, ale nič tu
A
nebolo.
handkerchief with the initials JHN.
Ten je nejaký moc noble, ten
Pocket
kapesník.
knife. These abbreviations mean
No, to budem musieť zistiť. To sa asi nedá už nič robiť. Takže asi budeme musieť ísť domov pre vocna a pôjdeme urobiť rekonštrukciu. Dedukcie. Táto krabička by mohla mať spoločné niečo s týmito pokusmi ovládania. Nemá? Tak potom s denníkom, no. Ani s tým nie. To určite nie. Tak to nemá s ničím. Môže jediný ten bol dobrý, čo som spravil, jediný ten pokus. Toto niečím nepasuje. Je divné. Takže ešte mi tu niečo chýba, no. Ale toto niečím nepasuje. To je jasné, to som pravil. Takže to je zaujímavé, on hovorí, že si myslel, že ho stratil niekde inde. A prečo sa tam on pokúšal ako dostať, takže klamal. Vedel dobre, že tam je ten denník. Že on by ho asi nedokázal zabiť, takže to bude ešte volať čo iné. Toto s ničím nepasuje, to je zaujímavé. Ten človek, ale tu není. Poďme, ideme pokus robiť. Postavíš sa ku stene a budem hádzať.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely. I need to take a harpoon with me.
Aj, ja som myslel, že prasa budeme brať. Tak potom ináč. Ešte nedaj mi pokoj tej dedukcie, lebo sa mi tu podarilo dve spraviť, ale už mi to tu neukazuje. Už mi to tu neukazuje, takže sa to viacej asi nedá robiť. No čo, panička čo robí? Nenachytáme tu záhradníka. Idem sa pozrieť. Nie, zase tam sedí, furt tam sedí. Odtedy tam sedí ešte. Hello.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Už to nevisí. Už ho konečne dali dole. A muchy sú tu furt ešte, čak to mohla aspoň utrieť. Čo tam sedí?
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Dobre, čiže tu nás sa už nedá nič robiť, to je jasné. No, tu sa nič nehodí. Ani k záhradníkovi sa nič nehodí, k tomuto už sme dali, k tomuto sa nič nehodí dokonca. Všetko už je použité. No. To je ono. No dobre. Malé tie uhny troška nabok, lebo neručím za seba. Máme harpúnu? Nemáme. Kde je? Fuj. Mrdí. Kde je tá harpúna?
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I'm...
Hovorí, že tu smrdí.
What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Ale prasa má
Holmes,
oné.
you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Aha, čakať. Ešte raz. Hej! Neskoro. No, neprepichol ho. Koľko mám tých pokusov spraviť? Wow!
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through. Holmes, you should try
No.
to aim better. And
No
throw
lepšie.
as hard as you can.
Ah.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Však nepejú preštípa sa tak, tu nehávajú, prečo by ich mali platiť. Oj. Takže čo tu máme ešte? Silné paže. Dvom mužom dokonca. Tak musím mať niekto šťastie, že by ho to pochybujem. Takže poďme. Kam teraz? Scotland Yard. Čo tam? V tých dedúciach asi nebude nič nové, podľa mňa. Ničomu už nepasuje. No čo, pokiaľ sa mám ešte s tým hľadím, ale pozriem, či tam nie je inšpektor. Nepreštudoval som tie rodné záznamy. Tam až to je. Ešte ja to som zabudol. Je tam, nie je tam, jasné. Keď som tu pozriem sa aj na tohto. Ale asi
What am I
nič.
doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
No. Neviem, toto vyzerá na spolupáchateľstvo. Mám tie rodné záznamy, neviem. Či sa náhodou tí dva nestretli, čo je asi veľmi pravdepodobné, že sa stretli. No pozrime sa, kde to si čajček tu popíja.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
No, taký podozrivý.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can always consult with it if... My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
No ten súdny deň by ma zaujímal, kde mám zobrať. Zober rodný denník.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Good gracious, you caught...
Už som počul. Keď sa pôjde do otconovej izby. Tu asi rodné denníky nebudú. Pochybujem. Pošta nedošla.
This is where I keep my
Nedošla,
post.
dobre. To si tiež nebude rodný denník, takže kam je ten rodný denník? Sakra. To už je podomykané? Není. Ale zaknuté, to je prečo? Až sa nebude za nič robiť, tak jedine ešte za to paničkou ísť, ale...
My archive. I can
To
always
by mohla
consult
povedať,
with
kde
it if
majem
needed.
už rodný denník. Síce.
My archive. I can always consult with it if
To je
needed.
tiež pravda.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Nevie.
Who could do such a thing? My poor
Že by
husband.
som niečo tu ešte prehľadol, nejaký denníček, že by tam bol. Niekde. Ťažko povedať kde.
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
Rodný denník hľadám. Niekde ho niekto. Á,
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
človek tam je, čo bola za loď?
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Takže zase sme sa nič nedozvedeli.
Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
No fajn. Chcem celú posádku teraz hľadať. To je dlhopis. Teda aspoň kus z neho, polovica. Wiggins, kto je to Wiggins? Baker Street, dobre. Baker Street. Nič nového. Nič.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
No čo máte pod oknami? Takú spojku nič tam nevidím. Toto ťažko bude asi spojka.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Čo ten môže chcieť odo mňa? Že som si dal čajček aj ja? No, tak poďme.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always. What happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Keď to hovoríš ty, tak to určite nebude tak.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you.
Áno, len ktorým smerom je ten krok. Či to nie je krok dozadu náhodou, alebo bokom. Nemôže byť dopredu.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Tak sa nám to tu hromadí už.
A pen. Nothing unusual about it. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
Tak chceš zobrať so sebou? Ja.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9 and a
Fajn.
half.
Čo tam za látka ešte? To netreba povedať. Čo to je?
These are the suspect's belongings.
Čo vyzlekli dole? To pánočky budem musieť zase pozrieť tam do záhrady. Dúfam, že tam ešte tie stopy budú. A toto budem musieť pozrieť v našej laboratórii. Čo písal? Čo to polial? Konstábl nejaký. Nemôžem ho vypočuť, pokiaľ si hen tie veci nezistím. Znamená topánky a tú škvrnu. Takže ideme k paničke, zistíme topánočky. Či pasujú. Dúfam, že ich má pri sebe. No je tu nič nové. Nemáme zatiaľ. Ešte sú tu tie stopy. No.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
No, prosím, že mali. By som mal potvárne tú paničku vypočuť, čo to. Stopy, to bude asi pokus. Sa mi nezdá, podľa mňa ten mladý sa tam pokúšal lámať. To je sprostosť. A už sú tu nie tie veci, to sa nedá zrušiť, toto sa nedá zrušiť. Ničím nepasuje. Strašné čosi. Ešte tam sedí tá osoba.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband. Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Aspoň čierne šaty si mohla obec, nesedíš tu, jak one si vdova. Jasné, to vieme o tom. Top. Ideme domov. Pohráme sa s tým papierikom. Dúfam, že sa nám nepodarí nejak rozpustiť celý. No, už máme dvoch podozrivých, no, do väčší nespolupracovali. Ten mladý ho podržal a ten hodil harpónu. Ten sa mu pomstil za svojho otca a do čo tam ešte bolo v tom. Je to jednoduché v podstate, ale mohlo to tak byť. No, takže máme tu nejaký puzzle, nejakú hľadanočku.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Takže modré. Skúsime dať zelené. Aha. A zase modré. Takže prvé bolo modré, potom zelené a modré, tak teraz tretie v rade po tom prvom modrom by malo byť oranžové. Po oranžovom musí byť bezfarebné, to je podmienka. Toto je nakreslené. Teraz pred oranžovou bola tá druhá modrá. Medzi tým bola oranžová a bezfarebná, čiže táto oranžová druhá bude zase tretia v rade pod tej druhej modrej. To je trošku prekomplikované. A po oranžovej sa musí vždy dať bezfarebná.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Et voilà, jak povedal Poirot.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Stačí, alebo ešte?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
Čo ukryl? Ste žádala. No niečo s tou ženskou, no. No. Budeme ju musieť ešte vypočuť. Čiže ten tam bol, topánky sa zhodujú. Čo skoval, ako žiadala, to sa ťažko povedať. Asi tú schrínku s tými papiermi. Valdiva si zakopal na záhrade. Asi to tak vyzerá. No. Čo teraz?
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
Tak teraz by sme ho mali ísť vypočuť. Keď som ešte zanetol behoč náhodou volačo, sa neprizná k volačomu. Dedukcie, čo tu máme? Chýbajúca krabička by mohla mať s tým dopisom niečo spoločné. Nemá. Ale no tak. Nepasuje to k sebe. Sranda. Nepasuje. Ešte stále máme málo indícií. Nemôžeme nikoho obžalovať, respektíve obviniť.
Who could do such a
To je
thing?
jasné.
My poor
A
husband.
čo ukryl, ako si žiadala, no? Som tiež rád vedel.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Hej, ja toto som nechcel. Nájde sa tu niečo zakopané. Ukryl, dobre, ale kde? No tak nič, tak ideme ho teda vypočuť. Ešte sa pozriem na jednu vec, niečo ma tu napadlo.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
No. Toto je z toho Canadian Pacific Railway CPR, no to už niekde videl, no tu je to CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Však áno. Chýbajúca plechová krabička sú chýbajúce dokumenty, to som vedel už dávno. No. Už sa nám to tu nejako začína rysovať. No len pochybujem, že by ho on zabil. Keby ešte náhodou, že šťastná trefa, ale to by on musel stať pri tej stene, aby musel dať dole tú harpunu do steny, zahnať sa, neviem, no. Je tu vzdialená možnosť, áno, to je pravda. Ale čo tam robil tento stále, ešte to nevieme, to sa musieť ešte len opýtať. Ty si tu? A tento je tu? Stále? Není. Prišiel. Už ho premiestnila, tam je.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Lupáni, no.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Never mind. That's all for now. Well,
Please let me go.
please escort...
Ešte raz. To je to prehľadávanie, ale toto už mám komplet, čiže to nič. Ešte sa opýtam na hento, sa mi nezdá.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan.
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belong to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man. Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you, but you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see. Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Dobrý.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
No. Taká pekná jazva, no, na krku. Špinavé ruky od zemi. Odrané nechty. Síkorkou, no parukáškou, jasne tomu dala stará. Ty vole.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener. and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Taký zahradník, jak oni, hente oni. Až to máš do veci. Si môžem vybrať. No dobre, nechcem sa unáhliť radšej. Dobre, ale pokračujem zase na budúce, lebo už čas uplynul. A kto vie, ako ďaleko je ešte koniec. Chcem si to poriadne všetko vyšetriť, čo sa dá, aby som sa neunáhlil, ale tak sa môžem pomýliť, to je v podstate jedno, ale čím viac to budem vedieť, tým skôr je možné, že nájdem páchateľa a odhalím pravdu, takže zatiaľ sa majte, bye bye, uvidíme sa pri ďalšom videjku.